Turn it over to Brad, who is going to just kind of give you a little summary as to the group that went out and toured our location in February. What they saw at one of our locations in Newbie Island, which is our landfill sits right on the ocean. And so if you want to talk about regulation and everything else, we have regulators that pretty much live on the landfill every day, testing our water, our air quality, etc. So they do a lot of that stuff. So with that, Brad, I'll have you come up and give you a little summary as to what you saw and what the people saw out there, and then I think we've got a little video that's going to show about those facilities.
I'll just talk from back here, Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, question.
I know y'all do curbside recycling in my neighborhood. Where do you do the sorting?
Where we do the sorting right now, we take to a third party. So it goes right now to a third party. And one of the issues in the area, the region, most recycling centers now are at capacity. So that's another issue.
So when does Middle Point landfill close?
What we reported last to TDEC in January, I think we're at 8 to 10 years. That depends on volume.
It's been 8 to 10 years for the last 10 years. That's the same number we've been getting for the last decade.
Well, I haven't been around for I haven't been around for the last decade.
I have.
But some things do change in the capacity of landfills. There's a scientific measurement to the way it's done, but that's what we reported. That's our capacity out there in our permitted capacity.
How many counties come here?
We hear reports that 31. Not everyone comes here. They may bring one load a year, but it's reported as then a county comes here. But not all those counties come on a regular basis. I would say there's probably about 6 counties that are our regular disposals here.
Does this county get any portion of those tipping fees?
You get a tip. You also get a paid royalty now on all that waste, and you get free disposal totally.
Right.
So you do get a royalty from every ton that comes from out of county.
So, and your shelf life is based on current volume
And we look at growth projections
and
as
growth
well.
projections, so 8 to 10 years based on that. And so how many tons per day are you doing?
Right now it's 3,700, is it, Jeremy? 3,700.
How much of that, I mean, does the county get $1 a ton or what out of that?
I think it's $1.50 or something per ton.
So that all, when that closes, those revenues go away from the county, which is why they're trying to ramp up and get some money in the bank, I think.
Right. The city doesn't pay disposal right now either, so.
Okay.
What's your range of tipping fees?
Across the country?
No, one year.
I think it's 40-something for waste that originates in the county, and it's around $90 for waste that originates outside the county. So that the money that comes in from outside the county, actually, that's the money that offsets for free disposal within the county.
That's a residential.
That's commercial. Well, it's all the waste in the county, in both commercial and
So I think there are concerns about fulfilling the obligation with the contract with Nashville in the next 3 years. Are you saying that that's not the case at all?
Do we have concerns about fulfilling? No, we don't have concerns about that.
Okay.
Right there.
This is, I guess, kind of open-ended, but fast forward to 8-10 years from now. It's closed, right? That moment happens. What is your ideal solution to prevent this moment that is, oh my gosh, the world's on fire, we've got to do something? What should be done right now, in your opinion? Again, there's many opinions, but in your opinion, what's the solution that should be incorporated right now?
Well, if you start recycling today, that takes 40% of the waste stream out. That extends the life of the landfill exponentially. And as you take the organics out as well, all of a sudden you're left with what's left. And so I would start recycling yesterday and start doing organics collection yesterday. And now there's gonna be some cost to that.
But where does it go physically, again?
Recycling, like, you know, we can have a recycling center. We built the Plano facility, it took us 9 months. So there are, you know, if there are places that are gonna do, and it's gonna be mandated to recycle, people are gonna come. It may not be us, maybe somebody else beats through the punch and builds a recycling center, but if there's gonna be recycling, people are gonna do it and gonna build that infrastructure, but you need the infrastructure there to make sure that you can cover those costs. Good question.
You just said there was no market for the recycling, so, I mean, you're not, as a company, you can't absorb those costs either.
I said, you know, there is not right today, but markets change, markets coming back, and again, you're seeing it, and you'll see the paper. It's going to take 2 to 5 years for domestic markets to emerge. You know, supply and demand. People are going to need that stuff. You know, China doesn't have enough virgin material to create enough cardboard from what they're doing today. They're going to come back. Some of that stuff's going to come back, and there's going to be markets. It's a tough situation right now, but you know, it's not stopping us from investing in it because it is the right thing to do. People want to recycle. People want to do the right thing, and recycling is not going away. People, you'll read stories about the death of recycling. It's not going away. It's not going to go away. We got a question right here.
You know, it was recently reported when, I guess the past couple of months, the school system had a recycling program with dumpsters at the schools to collect paper. And it was found that those dumpsters were actually going to the landfill, not being recycled because there was no outlet for what was being collected. It's hard to believe, and you know, you hear time after time where people separate their stuff, put it on the curb, and then you watch it, and it all goes in the same truck. You know, until we as a community can get some comfort level of the effort that we do individually to manage the recycling, you know, and the product is really recycled, you're not going to get anybody interested in it, whether it's mandated or not.
Yeah, and a lot of that, the school side, and talking to, because that's done by the county themselves, has been contamination. And why it goes to the landfill is once it gets contaminated, it ruins the load. So if
But everybody talks about, oh, we can separate it, send it to us, and, you know, whether it's county or Republic or who, I'm talking recycling as a whole.
Yeah, it's a tough business these days, but if it's done right and you do the education up front, it works. There's places all over the country and it works.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
With all due respect, to answer that gentleman's question a while ago, and I'm not trying to take you off the hook. You don't know what's going to happen down the road.
I'm hoping, I'm real honest about it. I said, there can be a technology that's going to come on board.
The bottom line, the answer to the question is, you don't know.
Right.
Let's assume that for some reason that recycling just doesn't work. We don't get it through and we don't do the organics. If those two things are not in the playbook, then what do we do? Then what's the probable solution or direction?
Today's solution is take it to a landfill. That's today's solution.
So even if we were to use recycling and organics and take that percentage out of the waste, that only extends the life that we have here for X number more years, but eventually it's going to fill up and close. So what you're saying is eventually we're not going to be taking it to one of your other 195 facilities, maybe in another county.
That's potential, yeah, or somebody else's location.
Okay.
How many tons of garbage is this county dumping for free every year?
What is it, 360,000?
That sounds right. Yeah, it's around there.
Yeah.
So we're getting 360,000 tons dumped free?
Free.
And what would your normal tipping fee be per ton?
Like we said, probably around this market, around $40.
I'm sticking with cost for a second, specifically to the consumer. So the history in Murfreesboro has been, effectively, the city has been running at a pretty substantial deficit for trash services. So they raised the fees because we're trying to basically equalize the budget for trash. So the cost isn't going to go down, and we know that there's a long-term problem. So the cost is only going to go up. So it's definitely going to go up to the taxpayers. It's a mathematical problem. This is an opinion, of course.
The $15 million a year problem when you.
Yeah, it's a monstrous problem. I mean, this is why I'm here tonight, because to me this is a cost issue as much as anything. This all revolves around who's going to pay for it and how. So that's what I'm focused on. So I'm curious, again, down to the household level, sort of what it means to me. I don't have the option to use your services right now in the city of Murfreesboro.
Right.
I actually would prefer to, because I've lived in the county before and I use both your recycling and your services, and now I currently pay separately for recycling. Stones River Recycling is really my only option at this moment in time. So what are the costs right now in the county for pickup? Just what will my monthly bill be? I mean, any one of you guys can answer this. Because what I'm trying to do the math on is the city keeps increasing the costs. At some point, I'm hitting the same level that I'd be paying you guys directly anyway. I'm just paying it through another method. Me, that's just money. I'm paying you, I'm paying them, I'm still getting my service covered, the things that I want. So if you're able to offer me greater solutions, because we're talking about the organic disposal, recycling, and of course all the solids that are really ending up in a landfill, but I can do it for an equivalent bill, why in the world is the city of Murfreesboro in the trash business in the first place?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Because wouldn't that give you the money to expand on some of these better technologies? If the city was out of this, you guys took the revenue from the pickups? Because you've got the capital equipment here. So I guess the real question is anybody on city council or the county considering getting out of the freaking business that they're failing at horribly right now that's costing you more money anyway?
That is the problem. That's why I started this. They've had meetings after meetings for years that have never come up with any solution. So that's what I'm driving now as a citizens group that we form, and that's it.
Would you be okay, I don't mean, this is a contract, Republic okay, saying, yeah, we do city business, and in fact, we'd allow competition. We'd have other companies come in, Waste Management wanted to come in, and we'd compete with them, and we'd get best cost as individuals.
We're not afraid of competition, and we've offered more than a few times to go that route to essentially outsource the collection. It's what we do every day, so we're a lot more efficient at it. We buy, garbage trucks, I don't know, anybody knows how much a garbage truck costs anymore?
At me.
It's $400,000 for one garbage truck.
All I can say is that Dan and I and your other gentlemen, committed buckets, sat down and